I'm Kaito Otaku, 29 years old. I'm from a certain engineering-related company. A letter from Ayana. I received this letter one day, and it was not a work-related letter, but a personal letter from my family. Although I don't really consider them my family. I wasn't close with my parents to begin with. They didn't like my devotion to my hobbies. And before I knew it, I was perceived as a bad son. In contrast, my younger sister Ayana was sociable, cheerful, and vivacious. In addition, she was athletic and good in school. She was excellent overall. But her personality had its difficulties. But still, Ayana, you're so good at everything you do. But your brother is such a nerd.
Right. What do you think Kaito does when he goes home?
Huh? What does he do? Working part-time?
He does have a part-time job. Oh, but guess what he spends his paycheck on? Kaito buys computer parts and stuff and spends all his free time tinkering with his computer.
Oh my god, he's a nerd! He's such a nerd!
He's such a super nerd. Oh, he's gross.
My sister went to all the trouble of getting into the same high school as me when she could have gone to a different one. But it's not like she came because we get along. She made fun of me in middle school, and just when I thought I could live carefree, she came to the same high school to do the same thing. And people on the same wavelength attract each other. Yazawa Rhea, the ace of the soccer team that Ayana was dating, also joined in and laughed at me as a nerd. What's wrong with being a nerd? It's not like I'm bothering anyone. If you master the computer, it'll lead to a job in the future. Okay, I'll try the new CPU and SSD I bought. Ayana and Mizawa both scoff at the idea that I'm just a nerd guy who doesn't join any clubs. But I didn't just go straight home for the pure enjoyment of my hobbies. I'm interested in programming these days, and I've been driven by a desire to learn. So that's how the code works. Interesting. PCs are very popular now, and smartphones have finally appeared. The demand for web-related jobs will be much higher in the future. Programming skills will surely be in even greater demand in the future. With 1 year left in high school, I began to think about what I wanted to do after graduating. I was into programming, and I wanted to learn more about it, but my parents think I'm an embarrassing son. I wonder if they'll let me go to college because I want to learn programming. What? You want to go to college?
Really?
Yeah. I don't think they'll let me. They would gladly let Ayana go to college, though. I see!
That's a relief.
What? I can? Well, I was worried you'd become a shut-in because all you do is lock yourself in your room and play on your computer all the time.
Seriously, I'd be too embarrassed to show my face to the neighbors if that happened.
You're a nerd, so to be honest, we were worried that you might turn out like that.
I really don't care where you go to college, as long as you go. Because there's that whole appearance thing.
So that's what they thought of me after all. I didn't bring up wanting to learn programming. I think these parents would have rather hindered my chances. I didn't tell them what college I was going to because they weren't interested in me and they didn't care where I went anyway. I left home for college because I was fed up with my family. Once I got to college, it was like my life had changed completely. No one looks down on me on a daily basis like Ayana, and no one treats me like a burden like my family. Every day I could learn and pursue what I wanted as much as I wanted. And I felt from the bottom of my heart that I was in heaven. I had a really fulfilling campus life. After graduation, I got a job at a major engineering company. I told my parents, but they didn't really care since they don't know much about this industry.
Well, at any rate, as long as you're not unemployed, it doesn't matter what you do as long as you get a job.
That's how it went. Studying on my own in middle and high school and then college was a big part of my experience. I felt that the work that programmers are required to do is advanced and basic skills are important. At first, I was given the responsibility of writing coding. Gradually, the scope and volume of the work grew.
Good work.
Yeah, good work. Huh? A colleague?
A colleague or a junior. I don't think she's your senior at the very least.
Looks like I'm really tired.
Likewise.
A female programmer, huh? That's unusual. I've never seen that before.
It's rare, isn't it? It takes a lot of courage to join a male-dominated field like this.
It must be hard for a woman since this job is so physically demanding.
Yeah, but there's no time to go to the gym.
Last train is always a crisis.
Right, there's no time to sleep. Before I started working, I thought these types of jobs had nothing to do with physical strength. The internet is becoming more and more widespread, and its use is expanding in various aspects, which is why the workload for us programmers is also increasing dramatically. The turnaround time is also getting shorter.
Because the average age of programmers is low, it's either a physical breakdown, career advancement, or a career change. But if the number of programmers doesn't increase, the workload per person will increase.
I really hope those issues will be improved in the future.
Improvement, huh? I see. We had an interesting conversation. I'm Kaito Otaku. And you are?
I'm Kotaha Kaku.
Let's talk when we meet again. I'll see you later.
Okay, good luck.
I had no idea at the time that this casual chat with her would change the course of my life. I had very little time to spend the money I earned, and a lot of my salary went into savings. After a few years of working here, I quit and went independent. I started my own engineering company. The company's selling point is that we hire female programmers. I envisioned that having a team of female programmers would allow us to leverage their unique ideas to clients. The company soon received media coverage and attracted a lot of attention. Thanks to this, the company grew at a fairly rapid pace, receiving consultations and requests from a variety of companies. And 4 years later,
Otaku-san, here are the letters that arrived this afternoon.
thanks. You must be busy too, Vice President.
Both the president and vice president are programming after all, aren't we? Although, the workload has decreased significantly compared to when I was a full-time worker.
But thanks to Kaku-san's help, we've come so far. I think the theme of our company would have been difficult to realize even if it was just me. A letter from Iyana. And here we are now.
Who is that?
It's my sister. I haven't seen her since high school. The letter didn't say anything nice about us as siblings, just that she's getting married and is inviting me as her brother. Her husband is... Oh, is that Raya Aizawa from high school? I guess they got back together. I felt as if I had already broken off relations with my parents, so it was rather a nuisance to be invited to my sister's wedding, which I had nothing but bad feelings about.
Hey, don't call me.
I mean, I don't have to attend if you don't want me to.
But I can't just not invite my family. There's faces I need to make. Aren't you old enough to know better? That's why I don't like nerds. Listen, Raya's on the cusp of a big promotion at a big company, and the bigwigs are going to be there. You better come dressed like a decent person, or you'll embarrass me.
It's all about appearances. I was a bit nervous about seeing my family again, but I went to the venue on the day of the event. Oh, you're here. It's been a while.
As long as you're working for a decent company. Listen, just don't embarrass Iyana and Raya.
Is that all you have to say after meeting your own son for the first time in a while? They're coming over here. I don't know what to say. Excuse me, are you Otaku-san? Kaito Otaku-san? What? Oh, President Osada! What are you doing here? Haha, that's my line. I attended the wedding of one of the company's most promising employees with high expectations. Wait, are you Azawa's acquaintance by any chance? I guess you could call us acquaintances. The bride is my sister. What? Is that right? Chief Ueno, you didn't tell me she's Otaku-san's sister. I didn't know that either. What? Kaito Otaku? That Kaito Otaku is here at the venue?
What? The real deal?
Chief, manager, thank you to the president for coming too. What is all the fuss about? Otaku-san, I've heard about your success. I'm the owner of this company and...
Otaku-san, it is an honor to meet you here. I would like to introduce my company.
I also run a company.
Me too. What the?
What? What's going on? Azawa! You... Why didn't you tell me that your wife is related to Kaito Otaku? Kaito Otaku? What? Otaku? That's Iana's brother? Iana! Why didn't you tell me?
What? It's that big of a company? My nerd brother?
Azawa! What are you doing? Our company is a subcontractor for Otaku-san's company. We should be the ones greeting him. You just speared my face with dirt. Boss! This is either a misunderstanding or an accident. That's right, President Osada. I've only met with department heads and above, so I didn't know about Raya. What? I'm really sorry, Otaku-san. I'll leave you now, but I'll apologize again on another day. Boss! The wedding party was a mess. Sure enough, I was kicked out of the venue by my parents and the bride and groom, so I have no idea what happened after that. A few days later... Hello?
Hey, Kaito, your company is actually featured in a magazine.
Yes, it is. Can I help you? I'm sorry for laughing at you being a nerd in the past. Will you please do me a favor and make something up for President Osada for the sake of family? Hey, Kaito! Are you making a lot of money?
Hey, Kaito, if you have some extra money, can you put some in the house? 3 to 4 stacks for now.
What was that about?
They said they're sorry for making fun of me back then.
Well, they don't know you even teach programming in school now.
An actor once said, I want to change the image of nerds. The percentage of people who self-identify as nerds today is high, and there are nerds from all walks of life. The world's values change with the times. The feeling of loving something should be everyone's right.
Wait, hey mister, are you alone?
What? Yeah.
You must be lonely drinking alone. I'm lonely too. Let's have a drink together.
No, sorry. I actually have to go home now.
What? Hang out with me for a little bit.
I'm sorry. Excuse me. I don't like fancy women. And that person looked a bit like my ex-girlfriend. Oh god, I hate it. My name is Haruto Saejima. When I was a college student, I once went out with a beautiful woman that everyone envied. Honestly, I thought it was a miracle. Such a gorgeous girl told me she liked me. I was so excited and proud of her. At the time, I was so focused on her looks that I didn't focus on what was going on inside. But that was a big mistake. Within a few months, she cheated on me and dumped me. She was a flamboyant-looking woman who also had flamboyant flirtations with men. I was so shocked that she dumped me, and I felt stupid for not seeing her for what she was. Since then, I've always been wary of flashy-looking women. I couldn't sleep well last night because I remembered the past.
Saejima, thank you for the hard work. Here, have some coffee if you'd like.
Oh, thank you.
Are you feeling a little under the weather?
No, I just haven't slept well. I'll have some coffee to wake me up.
Take care not to overdo it.
Momose, you're so kind. 6 months ago, there was a departmental change within the company, and Mei Momose came to our company. She has a quiet personality and is very thoughtful and kind. When I lost a document and I was in trouble, she searched for it with me until after working hours, and I fell in love with her. If Momose were my girlfriend, we would have a peaceful relationship. I wish I could get to know her better. The basic rule for getting along with people is to greet each other and have a conversation first. I'm actively trying to greet and talk to Momose, but... Good work today, Momose.
Good work today, Saejima.
What? No, I didn't mean to greet Kitagawa.
Saejima, you looked all sleepy today. I think you should sleep properly at night. If you lose efficiency in your work, it will cause trouble for other people.
Ah, yes. I'll be careful. Momose. She left without noticing my greeting. This flamboyant woman is Kitagawa. She's my least favorite type any way I look at her. I want to talk to Momose, but Kitagawa interrupts as if she thinks I'm talking to her. Thanks to her, I have a hard time talking to Momose. The next morning... Oh, it's Momose! Alright, today's the day! Good morning,
Saejima, good morning.
Oh, hello. Good morning. The person I want to greet isn't you! It's lunchtime. Okay, I'll go on a limb and invite Momose to lunch today. Would you like to have lunch with me? Momo...
Sure.
Huh? Why does Kitagawa answer every time? Does she think all the guys are coming to talk to her? Sorry, I meant to invite Momose.
Shall I invite Momose too then? Momose, why don't you come with us? I'll go with you. No, I'm fine. That's what she said, so would you like to go out with me?
I'm sorry. I don't think I'd like to do that today.
I see.
I want to talk to Momose, but I feel like I'm only talking to Kitagawa. Because of this, there were rumors in the office that I like Kitagawa and was trying to get closer to her. What? No, no, no! Really? I thought you were going for her too. Besides, I was already sensing a good vibe from the two of you. Absolutely not! I'm not a fan of flamboyant-looking people, like Kitagawa. Huh? I'd love to have a beautiful woman like that as my girlfriend. If you're gonna go out with someone, I think you should focus more on the inside than the outside. People who immediately think they're being talked to must have a lot of confidence in themselves. I really don't like her. She reminds me of my ex-girlfriend. I've been estranged from Momose since that rumor started. Usually, Momose would talk to me once in a while, but that hasn't happened at all recently. This was definitely Kitagawa's fault, so I decided to talk to her.
What did you want to talk about all of a sudden?
Do you know about the rumor?
Rumors? Something about you liking me?
That's not true! I'm interested in Momose, who's always around you, and I want to talk to her. Whenever I try to talk to Momose, you always react.
Huh?
That's so annoying. I want to get closer with Momose. Please don't get in my way.
What is that? So you like Momose?
Well, I mean, Momose was kind to me once before. I've been interested in her ever since.
If that's the case, you should have said so earlier. I completely misunderstood you.
What? I'm sorry. I thought I told you.
If that's what you meant, I wouldn't have interrupted you so desperately.
I'm sorry. Interrupt?
I'm sorry. I thought you were the kind of guy who would try to harass Momose. She's easily targeted by guys like that.
Harassment? According to Kitagawa's story, Momose was harassed by a male employee at her workplace shortly after she joined the company. Taking advantage of Momose's reserved nature, the A male employee pushed her to do his work, forced their mistakes on her. And they also made remarks about her appearance, and Momose suffered a lot. So, to protect Momose, the strong-willed Kitagawa has been shutting out the male employees who approach her.
The most unpleasant senior employee was already gone when you came, but there were a number of men who tried to take advantage of the mild-mannered girl. It's a joke, really, but those strange employees would be arrogant with her. But when I came out, they'd back off.
Kitagawa, how kind of you.
I'm just doing what a human being is supposed to do. Momose is a kind and serious girl, and I like her. Momose was even considering quitting the company one time, but I told her I'd protect her and we'd work together.
I'm sorry. I misunderstood you, Kitagawa. When I try to talk to Momose, you always react first. So I thought you were someone who mistakes other people for talking to them. In reality, you were a nice person with a big sisterly heart. Even though I didn't know what was going on, I'm really sorry for judging you by your appearance and saying strange things about you earlier.
Oh, it's fine. I thought it was just another guy trying to use Momose. I'm sorry for interrupting you without trying to understand.
No! Kitagawa is such a nice person. I thought she was flashy and awful, but she's actually really nice.
But just to be sure, can I ask you one more time? You wouldn't do anything Momose doesn't like, right? If something bad happens to her again, I'm worried she might actually quit the company.
I would never do that. I'd rather protect Momose too.
Then, I can help you a little. But I don't know if Momose will end up liking you in the end. If it seems like a nuisance to her, I'll have you stop right away.
Yes, I promise. Kitagawa has been careful so as not to scare Momose. But if anything, I felt like she was supporting me, and she helped me and Momose to get closer.
Momose, want to go out to dinner with Saejima and I after work? I had a chance to talk with Saejima, and he's a very interesting guy. If you say so, then if it's just the three of us.
Oh, of course!
Yes, let's go. Don't worry, Saejima is a very nice guy, right?
You guys are really good friends, huh?
Yes, Kitagawa has been my best friend who I could trust and has protected me from my fragile mind since I joined the company. She's so pure and she's like a saint. I feel healed when I'm around her.
You have a wonderful relationship.
If Kitagawa was a man, I would have wanted him to marry me. I wish I had been born a man.
What? It's true that Kitagawa is too cool in character, but I can't lose! I'm not as cool as Kitagawa, but I want to protect you too, Momose.
Saejima said he'll help you if you have any problems, so you should rely on him. Thank you.
No problem!
These two don't look so bad, do they?
Momose and I were gradually getting closer, and we even go out together on weekends. But Momose always wants to invite Kitagawa too, so the three of us hang out a lot.
Hey, how long are you going to make me accompany you?
Because Momose is definitely in love with you.
Pull yourself together. I support you. That girl is insecure about herself. She won't notice with just a little approach.
Actually, I tried hard to let her know today too.
What? I didn't look like that. How so?
The first letter of the title of the song I sang is Momose, I Like You.
How is she supposed to notice that?
By the way, if you connect the first letter of the title of the song that Momose sang, it becomes I Like You Too. But it took me 2 more hours to notice that. My name is Kaito Saiga, and I'm a 3rd-year college student. I left my hometown and rented a cheap apartment from which I go to college. I don't live alone. My younger sister Rio is also with me. Rio also left her hometown to go to college and came to live with me. So we've been living together for 2 years now.
We ran out of mayonnaise. Go buy it, brother. Oh, I want some pudding too. Brother, pudding too. The kind with lots of cream. Oh, and the air freshener in the bathroom is about to run out, so get a new one. Without it, I can't use the toilet after you use it.
Rio, you're so strict.
Fine. The first year I came here, I lived alone, so I was almost homesick. But the following year, Rio, who attends a different university, came to live with me, and she's been treating me rough ever since. Furthermore, Rio's college friend Nana also comes to live in my house, making it cramped and noisy. Rio and Nana tease me and make me realize how comfortable I was when I lived alone. I'm a quiet guy who lives in the shadows. There's no way I'm a match for Rio and the other gals in their prime. Sometimes you have to follow the strong to survive. I'm home. I bought it. You're sleeping? You'll both catch a cold if you sleep here. What? Wait! What am I supposed to do with this? I carried them to their futon as to not to wake them up. When I graduate from college, will I miss the days when I was pushed around by Rio and Nana? Or will I be moved by my freedom? That's something I don't know yet. Oh? You are unusually serious in your studies today.
Oh, help me with my assignment, brother.
Sorry, I've got a part-time job.
Oh,
What don't you understand?
this.
I have a good reference book for this. I used it for a class my freshman year at college, so it's a little dirty, but...
Let me borrow it.
I handed the reference book to my sister and headed off to my part-time job, feeling like I did something older brotherly for the first time in a while.
Oh, this reference book is easy to understand.
Looks like your brother studies hard. There's a lot of notes.
Well, there's nothing else for someone like him to do but to study seriously.
Rio, hey, look at this doodle.
Only 2 years left to live with Kaito Saiga. Hi, what is this?
There's some weird stuff on this page too.
List of things I have to do before I leave this world. And list of things I want to do for Dad and Mom and Rio. What the?
Did your brother have any pre-existing conditions?
He never said anything! Mom and Dad didn't say anything either! But is this...
It's like he's been told he doesn't have long to live. He said he used this reference book his freshman year of college, right? So 2 years later...
Is my brother passing away this year? I don't want that! He's always been this lame and useless big brother, but he's still my big brother!
I don't want that to happen either. But he's been preparing himself for 2 years. Maybe he didn't tell Rio because he wanted you to treat him like a normal sibling until the end?
I see. So if I look sad, it will be harder on him.
I think so.
I didn't know that the reference book I lent her was raising controversy among Rio and her friend. When I came home from my part-time job, I'm home.
Welcome home, brother.
Brother, we're preparing to cook dinner. It's gratin, okay?
Wait, what? Yeah, I'm fine with that, but...
Well, you go back to the bed and relax. We'll call you when dinner is ready.
What? Why are these two suddenly being so nice to me? What happened while I was at my part-time job?
How is it, big brother? Is it good?
Yes, it's delicious.
You loved gratin since you were a little kid, after all. I'm thinking of cooking something else next time. Is there anything you want to eat?
Let's see. Fried chicken?
Okay, I'll definitely make it.
Okay.
Hey, big brother. You have class first thing tomorrow, right? We don't have class in the morning. We'll clean your room. It's not healthy for house dust to accumulate.
Oh, thanks? I don't know how it happened, but Rio and Nana have suddenly become very kind to me. Rio used to leave all the cooking, cleaning, and shopping to me. But now she does it for me and tries to give me a break. And she's very concerned about my health.
We'll go
buy it, so wait here.
Nana has been working hard too. She's been staying over at our house more and more.
Brother, it's getting late. Maybe you should go to bed.
Yeah, sleep deprivation is the worst thing for your health.
Fine. Two of you have been taking such good care of me lately that I feel like I'm healthier than ever before. I might live longer.
Might live longer. Please live long, okay?
Yeah.
Thanks? Aren't they too kind? What changed their minds like that? They ask me, how are you feeling? And don't you need to take your medicine? A lot these days. Do I look like I'm that sick? There was a time when I suspected there was something behind this kindness to me, but that didn't seem to be the case. And one day...
Hey, brother, where are you going?
As I was getting ready to go on a pilgrimage to my favorite anime sanctuary over the long weekend, Rio and Nana were looking at me worriedly for some reason. What? If I told them I was going on an anime pilgrimage alone, they would definitely make fun of me. Well, somewhere far.
Where is that? Why can't you tell us?
What? Why do they want to know so badly? Well, why does it matter? Even if I go, I'll be back in about 3 days.
Are you sure you're coming back? You're not going to stay there, right?
What? Do they think I'm going to go on a pilgrimage and settle down there?
Big brother, I can't do this. I can't accept this.
What? Is making a pilgrimage to a holy place so unacceptable that you have to cry? Wait a second, let's calm down. This trip isn't that bad. It's just something to cleanse my soul. Also, I'll be back.
He's going to be purified by returning to heaven after all. By the time he comes back, he'll be reborn and become someone else's baby. Brother, I'm sorry I've been cold all this time. I'm sorry for not being honest with you. I really like you. I liked you too, ever since I first met you.
Like? What are you talking about?
If you have to go, can we make it one last memory?
A memory?
Nana is saying that too. So why don't you graduate before you go to the other side?
Graduate? Wait. What's wrong with you two? Why are you acting like you're saying goodbye?
We saw it. What you wrote in the reference book.
Me? What I wrote in my reference book? I shuddered when I looked inside the reference book I had lent to Rio and Nana earlier. Because it was my embarrassing history that was inscribed there. I had an embarrassing past from age 14 to 18. As you can probably guess from this long period, it was pretty messed up. The negative legacy reference book brought back vivid memories of those days. I was bored out of my mind in class, so my brain made a certain resolution. I was the illegitimate son of a family of psychics, and the one with the most powerful ability. I had just been told that I would have to return to my real home in 2 years to fight the organization of darkness. I had to leave the family I lived with, give up my name, and say goodbye to a peaceful world. In the midst of this delusion, I wrote this in my reference book. I'm through with that phase, and I tried to forget the embarrassing past, but as a result, I forgot I wrote that there.
When I asked my mom about it, she didn't tell me about your illness. If I hadn't looked at the reference book, I wouldn't have known anything until the very end. That's just awful.
I see. Rio and the others saw this and thought I only had 2 years to live. What should I do? If I tell them the truth, I'll definitely be beaten up. But I can't lie to two people who are really worried about me. I'll tell them the truth. I'm sorry. I need you to calm down and listen to me. That was just a fantasy. Result.
Oh, I didn't have to worry about it. My life expectancy got shortened. I'll buy the most expensive ice cream in the store. Also, it's my birthday next month, so your present should be a limited edition cosmetic.
As expected, Rio beat me up. But I got to go out with Nana. Nana was really happy that I was still healthy and she wanted to go out with me.
You can't disobey Rio now, can you?
I thought I've always been obedient, but...
And if you make Nana unhappy, I'll punch you to the sky.
Yes, ma'am. When I think back, I realize that there are people who care about me so much when I might be gone from this world. My heart was filled with emotion when I realized that. My name is Takahiro Anzai. I'm currently 29, but when I was 17, my father passed away. I left my house after my relationship with the eldest brother was ruined and started my own business.
Sir, can I put this material in storage?
I work at construction and I have about 3 employees that live with me while we work. We all get along like family. You're on cooking duty today, right, Yasu? I want meat today. Sucks. I'm tired, so we're just gonna have some udon. We all work shifts around the house, including me. But the days that we're exhausted from work, we just end up taking it easy on the chores. I'll wash the dishes, so you can just leave them in the sink.
Sir, your phone is ringing.
Huh? It's my mom. That's rare. Hello? Is everything okay?
Hey, I think Mom is going to start living alone. Can you be my guarantor?
What? Why? You live in your own home.
Yeah, but I don't want to get in the way of your brother and his wife.
No. No, it's your house. If they want to live with each other, they should get out.
Yeah, but they don't have much money. I've been paying for the food and utilities of these past 6 months.
What? My parents' house is close to my current house, so I was shocked when she called me out of the blue like that. My mom is beating around the bush, but apparently about half a year ago, my brother and his wife got married and have been walking around like it's their house. My mom must have felt really uncomfortable living there. Okay, fine. I have an idea. You should come live with me, Mom.
What? But you have your job. You have employees that live with you too, right? I don't want to get in your way. I'll be okay alone.
No, not okay. I want you to live with me. I'm worried letting you live all alone. He said that he would look after you, and that's why I left the house. I know that he just wants the inheritance. That's the kind of person he is. But Mom raised us, so I thought he'd at least take care of her. So, as illogical and wrong this whole ordeal was, I invited my mother to move out of her own home and into my house. This is my mother. She's gonna be living with us starting today.
I'm Rena. Nice to meet you.
Yasu, pleasure, ma'am. Hey, I'm Masa.
You guys have been taking shifts for the chores, right? I'll take care of things from now on, so you guys focus on your work, okay?
Thanks, Mom. Behold the power of a mother.
Oh, it's so good! Oh my god!
I've never had anything this good! I can't stop eating!
That's great. I'm glad you guys like it. I have more, so eat up for work.
Okay, Mom!
It's like I have more kids now.
The 3 of my employees that live with me all have pretty dark childhoods. None of them have any good memories with their mother.
After eating Mom's food, I feel like I can work endlessly.
And my futon is so fluffy after Mom showed up. When we washed it, it never smelled as good as when she washed it. Mom is really incredible. They all love my mom.
Everyone's towels are all getting mixed up, so I knitted your names onto them.
A rabbit! There's a little rabbit on mine! Oh, thanks, Mom!
I've never had a mom do this for me. Thank you, Mom. My mother has always been an incredibly kind and gentle soul who took care of her kids. I wasn't really expecting things to turn out like this, but man, guess you can't be surprised by my mom. It's actually helping things run smoother. Mom, you should stick around. I'll pay you too.
You don't need to do that, sweetie. I'm just glad to be needed somewhere.
Mom is a treasure! Mom's cooking actually allowed the three of you to focus on their work like never before.
Hey, boss. You think if I work hard, Mom will praise me?
I feel like I'm turning into a child again. I want to be spoiled by Mom. I totally get it. I've even been considering marrying a woman who's older than me. My mom is just kind. You guys can treat her like your own mom, too. About a month after my mom came over to my house, payday rolled around. Mom, here. This is your pay for this month.
Wow. I'm not sure if I should accept this.
Mom, I got us cake. Let's eat. Hey, Mom. I remember you saying your knees hurt, so I bought you a knee brace. Use it.
Mom, I'm going to the mall next Sunday. I'm gonna drive there. But I was hoping you'd come with me.
You guys are so nice to her.
Thank you all so much. But I don't want you to waste your money on me, okay? Make sure you spend your hard-earned money on yourselves. Today is the payday, so I've really splurged on your dinner. Make sure you eat up.
I was thankful for my mom's arrival. All right, we've actually been able to secure the highest sales record this month thanks to Mom, so I was thinking that we could all take a company getaway to some hot springs. Mom is invited, of course. Yay! Our business was doing well, and I thought everything was starting to calm down, but...
Sir, there's someone claiming to be your brother here to see you.
My brother? Great. I'm gonna chew him out. Damn it, Takahiro! You need to let Mom come back! My wife won't do anything around the house and she just goes out at night. I don't even have clothes to wear to work. Why the hell is that our problem? Mom isn't your personal maid. This is gonna start affecting my work too. And I know you've been keeping all of Mom's money for yourself. Dude, what are you talking about? I haven't even forgiven you for chasing Mom out of the house either. I didn't chase her out. Whatever, just give me Mom back and her savings. Not my problem. What the hell is wrong with you anyway, coming for her money like that? You two need to figure it out for yourselves. Go home and don't come back again.
Takahiro, what did your brother say?
Nothing. Don't worry about it, Mom. Just leave him alone. I'm sure Mom would be upset to hear that he's just after her for her money and housekeeping skills. I had always hated my brother ever since I was young. Nothing has changed since we grew up.
Hey, boss. Mom isn't going to leave, is she?
Course not. Mom is gonna be here for as long as she needs to. I'm not gonna marry until I find a woman who's okay with living with my mom and I. Not that I have anyone in mind. All of my employees were nervous after hearing my brother came by. It was seriously such a nuisance. That Friday, we finished work and headed home when I noticed Mom was in the kitchen with her leg wrapped in a bandage. Mom! What happened?
I was going to dry the laundry outside, but I kind of twisted my ankle coming back inside. I've got some medication on the bandages, so don't worry. I can still take care of things around the house.
We'll do it till you're better. We're off tomorrow and the day after, so you just rest, okay?
I'll help you when you need to bathe or use the bathroom, so just let me know.
I'll go buy groceries and whatever else you need. They're all such great kids. I'm gonna give them really good bonuses. My employees were more than happy to take care of my mom. Rena even took baths with her to make sure she was okay. Sorry, I've got some work business I gotta attend tomorrow, but...
Don't worry, we've got it.
That Saturday, I left the house before lunch for a business meeting. However, while I was away, my shithead brother and his wife showed up. Go get Mom!
No, I'll do the talking. She's injured right now, so it's tough for her to get around. And the boss has made it clear that he doesn't want you to talk to her at all.
Shut up and bring her out!
What's going on? Why are you all yelling?
Oh, there you are, Mom! We're leaving!
No, I like being here.
What are you talking about? Stop being a child! You need to come over here and take care of our house. We're saying we'll look after you, so you should be happy. You better learn your place, you old hag.
Yeah, we're going to handle your savings too, so let's get going.
Excuse you? She's not your servant. Who the hell do you think you are calling her an old hag?
Yeah, she's our important mom. She's beautiful and so spunky. I've considered dating her. You tell her, huh, Mom? Let's have a talk outside.
Mom, we'll handle this, so just go relax, okay? Don't worry about it.
Let's go.
What the hell are you doing here, dude? Takahiro! What the hell is wrong with your employees, huh?
Yeah, you're probably just trying to keep all her savings for yourself, huh? And all the inheritance from your father.
What? You've already burned through his inheritance, you rats! I've been sending Mom all the money she's been using when she lived at her house.
What? Then you're going to look after her all on your own when you're not even married? She's happier living with us. I'm saying we'll look after her, so just keep sending that money.
I'm not gonna let you scum look after her! I've got her now! Get out and don't come back! Thank you guys for protecting Mom while I was away.
I don't want Mom to be taken away by people who think she's some kind of servant.
Me neither!
Will you marry me? Please, I want to live with your mom. I'll take care of her, so don't worry about it.
I mean, I'd be happy if we got married, but are you sure? I'll look after Mom. Sir, Rena has always liked you since she started working here.
I'll work hard around the house with Mom.
Of course. Will you marry me? Who knew that I'd be able to marry the beautiful girl that worked with me?
Wow, we have to celebrate. I'm going to work hard since everyone is working hard for me too.
Afterwards, my mother, who was actually furious, hired a lawyer and legally evicted my brother and his wife from her house. They were forced to leave and started living in a cheap apartment, but they were irresponsible with their money, so they weren't able to stay afloat for long. They occasionally come to us for help, but we ignore them. You took their asses to court, huh? He must have been pretty angry.
Of course. Let's move back over there after they leave. It's bigger over there and we won't have to pay rent.
That's how we ended up moving to my mom's house.
That's your room, Masa, and the room next door is Yasu's, and Rena can go there. Oh, wait! Takahiro and Rena can be in one room with the one bed now, huh?
What? Mom! We live happily together with the 5 of us. I'm Horuto Suwabe. I went to this Hostess club once a week or so. There was this girl that I really liked, but she wasn't very popular there.
Mr. Sawabe, thanks for coming.
Hey, Rindo, how's business?
Not so good. You're like the only one who requests me, so...
Oh, I see. But why? You're pretty and you're really easy to talk to.
Thanks. That's really sweet of you to say.
I first came here about 6 months ago with a friend. I was actually sick that day. I didn't want to worry my friend, so I tried to hide it, but she noticed. Then she went out to the store and got me some cold medicine. I wanted to thank her, so I went back there again a week later, and I've been a fan ever since.
Thanks for coming. Hope to see you soon.
Yeah. Bye.
What do you see in her, seriously?
Anemone.
Why do you always request her? She's always on standby. You actually don't have to pay the extra fee to assign her. You're wasting your money.
This other girl that worked here. She always made fun of me. She was one of the most popular hostesses here, but I didn't really like her. It's none of your business.
Whatever, I'm just saying. Well, she does have a point. You don't have to pay the request fee to drink with me.
But if I don't pay the request fee, you'll have to leave my table if someone else needs you. And I come here to see you, so it's fine. Don't worry about it, okay?
Mr. Sawabe, thank you.
Rindo is so sweet. She's way better than Anemone. So why is she getting more customers than her? It makes no sense. She should be more popular. Is there anything I can do to help her out? I liked her, but not in that way. I wasn't trying to be her boyfriend or anything. It was more like rooting for your favorite singer. She was like an idol to me, and I wanted more people to know about her. There was only one way to make that happen. Spend more money on her.
What? This bottle is really expensive. You sure about this?
Yeah, it's the least I can do. Thanks. I had a great time.
Me too. Thank you so much for ordering the bottle today. I'm gonna clean it and put it on my wall or something.
You ordered that for her? You're an idiot. She's so ugly.
Sorry about her.
Don't listen to her. She's just a jerk. You're better than her in every way, trust me.
Thank you. You're sweet. I'll keep that in mind.
Not sure why, but Anemone kept harassing me like this. Was she trying to get my attention? Or was she just jealous of Rindo? I had no idea. All I knew was that she was a jerk. Screw her. I'm not gonna let her get to me. A few days later, Mr. Mori?
Oh, Mr. President! You come here too? I had no idea. Let me buy you a drink next time.
That'll be great. Thanks.
You know him?
Yeah, I work with him. He's a brilliant guy.
Oh, I see. He always requests Rindo, so I thought he was poor, but he called him Mr. President. He must be loaded.
I didn't really want to talk about my work at the club, but now Anemone knows. Running into someone you know at a Hostess club was kinda awkward. I headed to the bathroom to freshen up, but then, when I got back...
Mr. Sawabe!
I always knew you were brilliant, but I had no idea you were a CEO. Mr. Mori told me a lot about you.
Huh? What do you want from me?
Drink with me.
Huh?
Look, you always request Rindo, but she's an amateur. I'll show you a great time. Come on.
This is bad. Look, I'm here to see Rindo, so... No, I'm not interested.
You don't get it, do you? If you keep requesting her, it'll hurt your reputation. What if your business partner sees you drinking with a low-rank hostess like her? His business partner comes here too? I see. She's right. If they see him sitting with me, I might hurt his reputation. I don't want that. I gotta step it up. I gotta work harder.
I told Anemone to leave me alone and got to my table. But Rindo looked upset. What's the matter?
Oh, it's just that you've been coming here a lot lately, so I was just worried.
Oh, don't worry about that. But next week I got a long business trip, so I might not be able to come here for a month or so.
Oh, I see. I'm gonna miss you.
Same here. But I'll be back, so don't worry.
Mr. Sawabe, it's time for me to step up my game. I'm gonna work harder than ever and make it to the top. You'll see.
A few days later, I left for my business trip. I liked my work, but I really missed her. I couldn't wait for my business trip to be over. Then finally, a month and a half later, I was finally able to go see her.
Mr. Sawabe, it's so good to see you.
Huh? Rindo?
Yep.
Wow. You look... different. You look amazing. Wait, did you meet some rich guy? That's it, isn't it? I'm glad people are finally starting to notice how amazing you are, but I wanted to be the one to help you out.
What? No, that's not it at all.
Huh?
It was all you, Mr. Sawabe. You helped me change. None of this would have happened if it wasn't for you.
Huh? Really?
Mr. Sawabe, she came in second place last month. I came in first place, but she came this close to beating me.
Wow, really? Congratulations!
Yeah, she gave me lots of advice. I worked really hard. I knew I had to step up my game. I didn't want to hurt your reputation.
What? You don't have to worry about that.
I always knew Rindo would make it. She's the sweetest girl I know. The customers are all over her these days. For girls who only care about money, they sank to a new low.
I think she's talking about Anemone.
Mr. Soabe, if you're free tonight, will you take me out to dinner? I did all of this for you, so I feel like celebrating.
Of course, I'd love that. She made it to the top. I was so happy for her. And she did all this for me? I was really touched.
Wow, look at this place. It's so fancy. You shouldn't have.
Oh, no worries. I never told you this, but I have my own company, so don't worry.
What? Seriously? I had no idea.
Rindo soon became one of the most popular girls at the club. On the other hand, things weren't looking so good for Anemone. She only went after the rich ones. All she cared about was money. But then, her customers started leaving her.
You should learn a thing or two from Window. All you ever care about is money. That's why your customers are leaving you. You gotta treat them better than that.
A few years later, Rindo said she was quitting. Then, she asked me out.
I love you.
Huh? I was her biggest fan, but I wasn't expecting that. Needless to say, I said yes. And now, she was my beloved wife. I'm the luckiest guy ever. Glad everything worked out. If you're a gamer, you've probably wondered what it's like to be a streamer. So cold, so hungry. I'm Aoba Umino. I'm 23. I recently got kicked out of my apartment. I was out on the streets. I had nowhere to go. I was just streaming. It was my dream to become a famous streamer. After graduating from college, I didn't get a job. Instead, I dedicated all of my time to streaming. I recorded videos during the day, edited them in the afternoon, and streamed live at night. I barely slept. But the walls of the apartment were paper thin. I started getting complaints from my neighbors. I tried all kinds of things to reduce the noise, but nothing was working. Then, I finally got kicked out. My channel is growing, but without a place to live, how am I supposed to stream? My fans are waiting for me.
Hey, what you up to?
Huh? I got kicked out of my apartment.
That sucks. What did you do?
Ugh, you reek of alcohol.
Yeah, it's a long story.
I've never seen her before, but I didn't have anyone else to talk to, so I decided to tell her everything. So yeah, that's how I ended up here.
That's too bad. If you want to be a streamer, your setup is really important.
I know, I did everything I could, but... what does she know about streaming? Hey, what the...
Oh, sleepy. Good night.
What? Stop! Get up, it's freezing out here! You'll catch a cold!
Carry me home, Dan. I can't anymore.
I'll call a cab. Hold on.
If you promise to keep your hands to yourself, you can crash at my place.
Wait, really? That would help me out a lot. And no worries, I've never had a girlfriend, so I wouldn't know what to do. But once I make it as a famous streamer, I'll get all the girls I want.
You're funny.
I just need a roof over my head.
All right then, come on. Take me home, geek.
Okay. Can you not call me that?
Why not? You're a geek, right? Come on.
The name is Aoba.
Aoba. I'm Akane.
Let's just get this over with. So, this random girl offered to take me in. I wasn't expecting that. I carried her on my back and took her back to her place. A few minutes later, when I opened the door, there was this really big guy standing there. Where did you find her? Oh, we met at the park. I didn't do anything to her, if that's what you're thinking.
That's my brother. He's a gamer. He's homeless.
Your brother? You're homeless? Whatever. Thanks for helping out my sister. By the way, I like video games too. Throw her into her room. Okay. Wait a minute. Is he? I recognize his voice. And he likes video games. Can it be? Huh? Hey, wanna play video games together? Show me what you got. Sorry if I'm wrong, but are you a streamer? Oh, how did you know? He was a really famous streamer. He went by the name Sekafushi Tarumaru. He was the reason I decided to become a streamer. He had more than 1.5 million followers on his channel. He started streaming more than 10 years ago. All of his videos had millions of views, and he had this really nice voice. He streamed live a few times a week. I was a huge fan. You're good. You could probably make a living out of this. That's what I thought too. And that's why I decided to keep doing this instead of getting a job. Then I lived in this crappy apartment and I got kicked out for being too loud. That sucks, man. Why don't you go back and live with your parents then? I asked them, but they were furious with me. They'll tear me apart if I go back there. I sent all my stuff there, but they probably broke everything by now. I see. Wait, you didn't get a job? You're an idiot, man. I worked full-time for years before going all in as a streamer. Really? I had no idea. Yeah. I was barely making any money from streaming at the time, so I had no choice. I actually started doing all this as a hobby. But then my channel grew, and after I had enough money saved up, I decided to do this full-time. These things take a while to take off, man. You don't make it as a professional streamer overnight. But I like your style, man. You might be in a bad place right now, but I'm sure you'll be fine. Thanks. Listen, you helped out my sister, so you can stay here for a while if you want. What? Really? Yeah, but you gotta save up money, alright? You can use my old computer if you want. We got a few extra rooms, so you can crash there. Thank you so much! You're a lifesaver! But if you're gonna live here, we got some house rules. Rules? Okay. I could do housework chores if you want me to. Oh yeah? That'll be great. We both suck at that, so... I can tell. Yeah, we usually eat takeout, and we only do the laundry a few times a week. I can't remember the last time I cleaned this place. Wow. Well, get some sleep, man. Get some rest. I still couldn't believe I was at his house. I was his biggest fan, and he was being so nice to me. His house was pretty dirty, but it was huge. And the room he let me use was really nice, too. Much better than my old place. I was worried that this might be all a dream, but the next morning...
Hello, wake up.
Huh? What the...
Come on, wake up. It's almost time for lunch. Let's eat.
There was this beautiful girl next to my bed. It was her, the girl from the park. Thank you so much for helping me last night.
You too. Thanks for carrying me back home. Sorry if I was rude to you. I'm a pretty bad drunk.
Oh no, it's fine. You seem like a completely different person now, but...
I know, right? I shouldn't drink. I always get like that when I drink too much.
Ah, I see. maybe you should go easy on the bottle.
I'm so embarrassed. Yesterday, I finally beat this game on the highest difficulty, and I got really excited.
Oh, this guy that plays with your brother. He does that all the time.
Oh, that's me.
Huh? Wait, really? I always thought it was a guy.
Well, it's me. I actually help him out a lot with his videos.
For real? You use a male avatar, so I had no idea. What's going on? You alright?
I told him that sometimes I play with you, that's all. He thought I was a guy.
So I started living with them. There was only one rule here: keep their identity a secret. They rarely cooked or cleaned, so I decided to help out by doing things around the house for them. Good thing my mom taught me how to do all this. They helped me set up my room. The setup was amazing to say the least. So I went back to making videos and streaming. A week later, they both started giving me advice. Try using this app to edit your videos. It's much easier to use.
You're really good. You should upload more videos like this.
I really enjoyed living with them, and they helped me improve my videos. I was getting more followers by the day. Aoba! You finally hit 50,000 subscribers! Congrats, man! Let's drink!
I got us some nice steaks. Let's eat, let's drink.
Thanks, guys. But, Akane, you might want to take it easy on the alcohol. When I hit 50,000 subscribers, they were really happy for me. My videos suck. What? No, they don't. Keep your head up. You got this.
Yeah, your videos are awesome. And don't worry, my brother gets like that too when things aren't going his way, so...
Hey, shut up.
So I'm just saying.
When I was feeling down, they were always there for me. Living with them was like a dream come true for me. I didn't want the good times to end. My channel was growing. I was starting to make more money. But once I had enough money, I had to move out. That was the deal. A year later, I think I have enough money saved up to get my own place now. I really don't want to move out of here, but that was the deal, so... I got enough money saved up to get my own place now. So, yeah. Thanks for everything. Huh? Why? Just stay here. We got more than enough space here.
Yeah, stay with us. I want to keep playing with you. And you're an amazing housekeeper.
Huh? Really? But when I moved in here, you said... Oh, right. That. Well, I mean, you've been here for a year now, so... I got used to it, I guess. And like she said, you always keep the house really clean, so...
Yeah, and you're an amazing chef. You're like our mom now.
Thanks, guys. I think I'm gonna stay. But, you should go see your parents. Huh? Tell them you made it as a streamer. Take them on vacation or something. Go make them proud.
Yeah, make our dreams come true.
Your dreams?
Yeah, we both knew you'd make it as a professional streamer someday. So we decided to do everything we could to help. And now you made it, so go make them proud.
Yeah, and once you're back, we're gonna shoot a video together. Akane came up with some new ideas, so... Really? I don't know what to say. I thought my life was over when I got kicked out of that apartment, but it was probably the best thing that could have ever happened to me. It was a rough couple of years, but glad everything worked out.
Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Make sure to subscribe and click the bell for notifications.